Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Nicole. We're going to be talking about facts, whether it's spooky, whether it's funny. It's more on the spooky side, but I'll bring in some funny ones once in a while. And fascinating, interesting. However, this is going to be called late night facts, late night talks, because I feel like a lot of us night owls love to just binge watch some videos once in a while. And late night facts, why not? Why not get some useless facts at night and you can go tell all your friends, or something that brings value to you guys as well. This is not just going to be facts, but it's also going to be fun stories, true events that occurred. I was thinking about true crime, but I think I would prefer spooky, like ghost, paranormal. True crime is not necessarily for me. I like listening to it, but not for me to talk about. Anyways, let's get into these fun facts that I have right here. So number one is two women were born on the same day. However, they're 157 years apart. They both died on the same day with the same fate. So they both died meeting a friend. They got all dressed up, all fancy, went to a dance, and that's where they met their serial killers, or their killers. They were the same way. So they were killed the same way in the same spot. Both men were named Thornton, who were acquitted of the murders in both cases. That is so interesting. I don't know, that's fascinating to me. It's either like I don't have an answer of what it could be. I don't even have a thought of what that could be. It's either a coincidence, or a glitch in the matrix, if you guys believe that. I don't think so. I don't think that's what that is. Maybe a resurrection. But I do have this theory that, like, and I feel like this just comes from family, we all grow up together, but there's always the same kinds of people in high school, whether they're like the clowns or the ones who get into a lot of trouble. There's always the same kind of people, I find, that reoccur throughout the years of generations. That was just my theory. I don't know, I could be totally wrong. So next is the real story behind Annabelle. So this one's a very known one about the Raggedy Ann doll, and how her mom this mother back in 1970 bought Raggedy Ann doll, named her Annabelle, and gave it to her daughter Donna for her birthday. Soon they discovered that the doll, they noticed it was moving on its own and could write on its own as well. Of course, we all know that Ed and Lorraine Warren, it's now in their museum locked up. However, if you go take a visit, it apparently still moves and it growls at visitors. Creepy. This one was interesting. So I really don't know what to think of this one here. Is before teaching at a French school for girls, Emily Sagi, or Sage, it's S-A-G, 2 E's at the end, sorry if I pronounced it wrong, had taught at 18 different schools and had been fired from each one because of the strange events that seemed to follow her. Emily Sage had the incredible power of being seen at 2 different places at once. Students would often report seeing her in class with other students, claiming that they'd seen her walking down the hall all at the same time. On one occasion, as she taught with her back to her students, her doppelganger was standing right beside her. This is funny because I have a funny story about this. Not creepy, it's funny because there was this person that I used to see, because I used to go for coffee during classes for college all the time to study, but there was this person that I saw all the time, and I was like, how did you go from this place to this place? Because I saw him here and I saw him there, and I was so confused. I was like, okay, do you just like going for coffee? I didn't suspect this, like this person following me or whatever. I did not suspect that whatsoever. But I was like, what? I saw you here like 2 hours ago. Now I see you here now. I'm so confused. Like, what is going on? And I had no idea, but they're brothers. No, and they're identical twins. And that one of my friends brought that up, and I was like, what? That's insane. I had no idea. I mean, it's not insane, it's very common, but I had no idea. And lastly, yes, I do have my notes, because I'm human, I'm not perfect. I get flustered when I feel like I have to remember everything, so I do have my notes on me. And this one here, in the early 1900s, this one I think we should still have. I mean, of course we can't, it's illegal, but I know there's many other ways, but this one was interesting. I had no idea this existed. In the early 1900s, women used hat pins to fend off sexual harassers in the streets. These pins were so effective in fending off assaulters that the legislation was proposed to curb these accessories to assault. Men would often they would come away with wounds that were not serious but very painful, and I totally believe that. However, those are not allowed anymore, and I know but we have other resources for situations like that. For example, I used to run a lot, and my mom bought me this pin that you just pull the pin if someone was attacking, and this very loud alarming noise would sound off. However, it's hard to say that anyone would hear you, because I live in a smaller town. And lastly, Margaret Ann Neve is history's first recorded supercentenarian, having lived in the 18th, 19th, and 20th century. She was born in 1792 and died in 1903, living to 111. That's crazy. I would love to live to over 111 if I could, and if technology does actually prove that we'll be able to live forever, that'd be kind of cool. I don't know if I want to live forever anyways. That's a whole different story. But those are some facts for tonight, and we're gonna get more into it. Of course, I just wanted to get started, wanted to warm up, wanted to give you guys and talk about what you could expect from this channel. And it's gonna be a lot of spooky, some funny. I'm gonna work on more spooky because I love spooky just as a lot of others do. And that's it. Anyways, you guys have a great rest of your evening. I'm looking forward to sharing more and more of these facts. And yeah, and we'll chat soon. Keep smiling, keep shining. Don't forget to click the like button and the comments below if you guys have any facts or stories you would love to share. I love to do that for you guys. And lastly is go check out my other channels, because they're I would just love your opinions on them, and eventually I do want to add value in some way for you guys. Have an awesome rest of your evening. Bye now.